the American Federation of Government Employees Union condemning Congress for keeping the government shut down. In a press release on Monday, Union President Everett Kelly said it's time to pass the clear continuing resolution to pay federal workers and military service members. The union said patriotic Americans are being forced to work without pay because of political disagreements in Washington. Republicans say Democrats are refusing to budge on passing this CR since it prevents illegal aliens from accessing Medicare benefits. And they are saying it is time to end this political theater.
The bill's in the Senate where it takes 60 votes, and even with the government shutdown, there have been efforts by members of the Senate to pay these military personnel, and again, the Democrats continue to look for an excuse and then cry foul because our military is not getting paid. That's the one entity that I think there's 100% support in America, whether you're liberal or conservative. You got to pay our military.
The union said this shutdown is eroding public trust in the government. And pressure heating up on Senate Democrats as the biggest union in the country representing federal workers puts out a statement urging them to pass that short-term clean continuing resolution. Here's One America's Daniel Baldwin.
Day 27 and still no movement.
As we near the end of this month, the pain being felt by so many hardworking people around this country is very real, and it gets worse with each passing day.
The pain gets worse and the pressure ticks up, specifically on Senate Democrats.
They are lost souls.
Monday, the country's largest union representing more than 800,000 federal workers called on Democrats to abandon their position and pass a short-term continuing resolution. Republican House Speaker Mike Johnson issued a call for help.
We need Democrats to help. You need 60 votes in the Senate. We only have 53 Republicans.
As of Monday morning, the United States Department of Agriculture posted a notice on its website announcing federal food aid will not go out Saturday, November 1st. 1 out of every 8 Americans uses the Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program. President Trump says he knows who to blame.
The Democrats are stopping it. All they have to do is agree to let's go, and we're ready, and we voted for it.
Friday, October 31st is another pressure point. This day is a payday for active duty troops. The Trump administration accepted a $130 million check from a private donor to help cover the paychecks of these roughly 1.3 million active service military members.
He's a great gentleman. He's a great patriot.
But Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent says the money for troops will run out by November 15th. This weekend, funding will dry up for the Women, Infants, and Children Nutrition Assistance Program and the Essential Air Services as well.
But they're doing it to appease their far-left Marxist base. That's the headline. That's why. That's why we're all in this mess. That's why the American people are suffering pain, because the Democrats are more afraid of the Marxist in their base than they are of hardworking Americans. What are they fighting? It's a clean CR. It's the same level of funding that they have voted for as recently as earlier this year. They are Biden-level policies and spending. This is not some Republican wish list. We don't have any of our priorities in this at all.
And that's why President Donald Trump says he won't negotiate with Democrats on policy until they open the government.
I would. I'd be willing to. I would have now, too. You know, I left. I said, come on over, just put the government back. All they have to do is say yes, and it's over. And we start. And then we go into a negotiation. Look, Obamacare has been terrible. We can make it better. I'm all for that.
But as we stand, the shutdown trudges on. But as Speaker Johnson said, the longer it goes, the more pain the people will feel. Daniel Baldwin, One American News, Washington.
All right, Representative Jared Golden says the Democrats are using the shutdown as leverage to push their own agenda. In an interview with the Wall Street Journal, the main Democrat sided with the GOP, saying his own party should separate their health care demands from the opening of the government. Senate Majority Leader John Thune echoed Golden's criticisms of his own party.
Even some Democrat members are raising concerns, with a Democrat House member noting yesterday, and I quote, "This government shutdown is a result of hardball politics driven by the demands far-left groups are making for Democrat Party leaders to put on a show of their opposition to President Trump."
Golden was the only Democrat who voted in favor of a GOP spending bill back in March and continued and cautioned lawmakers against a shutdown back then.